Good morning. It's shortly after 9 o'clock. It is March 19th, and it's an exciting morning at the County Council. We are celebrating women today, and we are here with our amazing colleagues and some amazing leaders in county government. And it's just a really exciting opportunity for us to have this special commemoration celebrating Women's History Month. Each March, we honor the women who have touched our lives and who have shaped our community and beyond. I'm proud to be celebrating the contributions and achievements of some of the amazing women that we have in Montgomery County, and specifically in Montgomery County government today, including our wonderful colleagues on this dais, Council Members Marilyn Balcom, Natalie Fani Gonzalez, Dawn Lukey, Kristen Mink, Lorianne Sales, and Vice President Kate Stewart. It has never been more important. It has never been more important for women's voices to be heard. So I'm thrilled that we have seen growing representation of women in office in Montgomery County and in Maryland. Now with the most diverse majority female council in Montgomery County history. From my personal perspective as a son, grandson, brother, uncle, and fiance to powerful women and girls who have heavily influenced and inspired me each and every day of my life, I've always been passionate about creating opportunities for women and strengthening and protecting the rights of women. During this Women's History Month and every month throughout the year, we must continue to do all we can to support women in Montgomery County. Happy Women's History Month, and thank you to all of the powerful, talented women who have joined us today and allowed us the privilege to be able to honor you. With that, let me turn it over to my colleagues. Councilmember Balcom.
Thank you. It's so exciting to be here, and I just want to give a major shout out to every single person, every single woman in the audience, and girls. Thank you for coming. I think that today is part of Women's History Month. We've been celebrating all month. It's been great. But women do the work every single day. It's not just Women's History Month, or it's not just Women's History Year. Women have been doing this since the dawn of time. And so I just wanted to lift up every single person in this room. It's great to have a great geographical spread. Shout out to the women from the Up County. Thank you all for being here. And particularly the women that we're going to honor today. You have been women leaders in the county, and we appreciate all the work that you do. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Fani Gonzalez.
I just want to echo Councilmember Balcom's words, and I would just add that as women, we also need to ensure that we're a great role model for the young girls who we have in our lives, not just our children, but also their friends, and making sure that we inspire them and really give them the tools so they don't have to go through the political nightmare that we're living after the Supreme Court made that decision, making sure that they understand that they have rights and that we never take no. So that's what I have in my mind right now. So.
Thank you. Councilmember Sales.
Happy Women's History Month, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. It feels like we've been celebrating Women's History Month all month long. A few weeks ago, we celebrated International Women's Day up county at Black Rock, and many of you were there with us to celebrate. And we heard from some young women who gave us an inspiring poem to remind us about the young people in our lives, as Councilmember Fani Gonzalez said. Before the council, we had many dynamic women. I want to uplift Councilmember Nancy Navarro, Councilmember Nancy Florine, and former Councilmember Valerie Irvin. We stand on the shoulders of these women who came before us, and I'm so proud to be able to serve in this capacity with these women and look forward to presenting this proclamation on this momentous occasion today. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Councilmember Mink.
It is so fun to be here with all of you powerful women today. I'm so glad to be able to celebrate with you and to appreciate and lift up the amazing work that you all are doing. I want to give a special shout out to some of the folks who are here, who are community organizers and community advocates and folks doing hard work on the ground in Leisure World. For Burtonsville Elementary School, we have tenant organizers from the Enclave Apartments and from Spring Park Apartments. We have leaders in the fields of arts and healthcare and trans rights and so many more. And just to all be in the same room together, supporting each other, lifting each other up is truly, truly an honor. So thank you all so much. Thank you to all my colleagues on the council for coming together and lifting all of us up together. And I look forward to the rest of the day and the rest of this month and the rest of our good work together.
Thank you. Councilmember Lukey.
Thank you, Mr. President. Again, echoing great gratitude for the assembly of fantastic humans here today who happen to be women. And I would love to celebrate our public safety partners who were here. Lieutenant Stacy Romano, Lieutenant Kathy Estrada, and Commander Amy Dom. And each one of you I have known in different contexts, and each one of them is professionally outstanding, but also, women who do all the other many things that we do. And as we were at Black Rock last week waiting to speak, and Commander Dom, thank you for jumping up and jumping in with my presentation as well. But, we were on the sidelines there talking about how to handle storage of lacrosse equipment and hockey gear and everything else we have to manage and take care of in our households. And then you can turn on a dime and be talking about an incredibly serious professional issue at the same time. That's what we do. Women are natural jugglers of a great many things and project managers. And I appreciate each and every one of you for what you do each and every day. And I look forward to celebrating you all with our proclamation. So thank you.
Thank you. And I also wanted to note that not only are we celebrating the 5 women here on the dais and everybody who has come to receive the proclamation and all those in the county, but Vice President Kate Stewart as well, who is at the Smart Cities Conference on a trade mission with the county executive on behalf of the council in Taiwan. So I just wanted to note that. We celebrate her and all of you. I will say that, gentlemen, we are outnumbered here, and that's a great thing. So just wanted to note that. And with that, we have a proclamation to read that all colleagues will participate in, and I will begin. Whereas women of every race, class, religion, and ethnic background have made extraordinary contributions to the growth and strength of Montgomery County, our nation, and the world in countless recorded and unrecorded ways. And whereas women have fought for and worked tirelessly to secure their own independence, enfranchisement, and equal opportunities, and have spearheaded efforts to create a fairer and more equitable world for all. And
whereas, after being petitioned by the National Women's History Project, Congress officially recognized March as Women's History Month in 1987 to celebrate the contributions women have made to the United States and their achievements throughout American history. And
whereas, while women have made great strides towards equity and equality, we cannot rest until our mothers, sisters, and daughters assume their rightful place as full participants in a secure, prosperous, and just society. And
whereas archaic stereotypes about gender roles help perpetuate the gender pay gap and undervalue the work of women. While comprising more than half of the college-educated workforce, women in the U.S. earn approximately 71 cents on the dollar compared to their male counterparts at the same education level, and women continue to be underrepresented in the highest paying careers. And
whereas, despite these challenges, the accomplishments of women have been critical to the growth and development of the economy, medical and scientific discoveries, cultural and artistic expression, social advancement, and more. And
whereas Montgomery County has a rich history filled with women trailblazers. Some examples include Rachel Carson, the mother of the modern environmental movement, Clara Barton, founder of the American Red Cross, and Emily Edmondson, an abolitionist whose attempt to escape enslavement helped end slavery in the United States. And
whereas today, the 20th Montgomery County Council includes 6 women council members who are each making history of their own and together comprise a majority of the legislative body. And
whereas the theme for Women's History Month this year is Women Leaders in Montgomery County Government, in recognition of the outstanding women who serve our community with dedication, expertise, integrity, and professionalism. And
whereas Montgomery County is a welcoming community for all women, thanks to strong support from countless community leaders, government officials, nonprofit organizations, and county agencies. And
whereas during Women's History Month, we commemorate the struggles, celebrate centuries of progress, and reaffirm our steadfast commitment to women's rights in Montgomery County, the United States, and worldwide. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the County Council of Montgomery County, Maryland recognizes March as Women's History Month, presented on this 19th day of March in the year 2024.
Congratulations. We have some directors. We have the Deputy Chief Administrative Officer. We have the Executive Director of this body. We have the Executive Director of the County's Commission for Women. We'd like to invite you up: Fariba Kassiri, Tracy Anderson, Ramona Bell Pearson, Jennifer Bryant, Kathy Durbin, Mitty Figueredo, Jody Finkelstein, Marlene Michelson, Robin Riley, Gail Roper, Anita Vasallo, and anybody else who's been invited. And we want to officially present you with the proclamation. So if colleagues want to come down, and we'll present the proclamation. And anybody else who wants to come up and join. Yeah.
Business and professional woman, empower.
okay. Breakfast guests, come on down.
Yes.
Now's your time to shine.
Everyone. Our Board of Education member is here. Thank you.
Also want to acknowledge on the Board of Education, we have Grace Rivera Oven, and we have a contingent from the Congressman Raskin office, and a number of other colleagues. All right, before we take our official picture, we're going to have the highest ranking official in county government, someone who has served in just about every single role, I think, in county government, Fariba Kassiri, say a few words, and then Jody, our Executive Director of the Commission for Women.
Thank you, Council President. They often say you are judged by the company you keep. This is an extraordinary company to be included with. Thank you for celebrating Women's History Month, and we appreciate the honor from the County Council. Thank you. I would note how significant it means to have an all-female majority. Also, I would note how many more female council staff, chiefs of staff, there are now more than in the past. Back in 2006, when I joined the Office of the County Executive, we had close to 3,600 female employees that work for Montgomery County. Now we have a little over 4,300. But the most significant progress we have made is in the leadership roles. Of these women being honored today, other than 3 who took over directorships from a woman, every other position used to be held by a man. Most importantly, most of these women, almost 95%, worked for county for many years and were promoted for these significant leadership positions. That is just an incredible accomplishment, and I'm so proud to be part of this organization. It is no secret that I don't like talking about myself. I mostly prefer to stay in the background and be focused on the work. I see every day the amazing work of tens of thousands of county employees 43% of them women. And it's hard for me to recognize what makes me so special. I might not be good at talking about myself, but I do recognize what I am really good at. And that is creating a work environment where everyone can feel valued, empowered, and thrive. My biggest professional thrill don't come from what I have done. I get most excited and energized from watching employees be given an opportunity, overcome challenges, and continue to come to work every day excited to make something better for our residents. It is often said that to be successful as a woman in government or business or in society, you need to be assertive, you need to lean forward. That is good and needed advice to the next generation of female leaders and history makers. But I would also add the following. Never underestimate the power of patience, understanding that learning is a lifelong endeavor and that our best legacy is not about ourselves getting ahead, but what we are doing for those that are following. There's a famous anonymous quote, beware the quiet man. For our purposes today, I'm going to co-opt it to read, beware the quiet woman. Beware the quiet woman. For while others speak, she watched. And while others act, she plans. And when they finally rest, she strikes. Thank you.
I love that. And now the fearless leader of our Commission for Women, Jody, come on up.
Hello, everybody. Good morning. What an honor it is to be here. I really would like to thank everybody in front of me and, of course, everybody next to me. And I'm going to say besides me because I never would say behind me on anything. As Fariba shared, it really is an honor to be here. And again, I really thank everybody. I would also be remiss if I didn't thank all of the commissioners on the Montgomery County Commission for Women, as well as all of the members of the Human Trafficking Prevention Committee, both past and present. They do a tremendous job for women and victims of human trafficking in our community, and I really want to take a moment to thank them. I certainly wouldn't be here without them. I would also like to say that maybe not a lot of people know this, but in addition to it being Women's History Month, it is also Social Work Appreciation Month. And the reason why I share that is because I'm actually honored to have earned a Master's of Social Work from the University of Maryland School of Social Work. And as many of you know, many social workers are also women, so I think that's very important to note here today. I'm not sure, again, if many of you know, but social work was started by many people, but in particular Jane Addams, who actually started Whole Houses, which were settlement communities in Chicago. And she was also the second female Nobel Peace Prize winner. So I really wanted to acknowledge her on all of the work that she has done. She, like many women, paved the way for myself and all of these wonderful individuals behind me. Other notable social workers include Barbara Mikulski, our former senator from Maryland, Dr. Dorothy Height, who worked in the civil rights movement, and one of my personal favorites, Dr. Brene Brown, who is a professor and research, who continues to study courage, vulnerability, shame, and empathy. And as an aside, I just want to mention both Senator Mikulski and Dr. Height were speakers at the Montgomery County Commission for Women Women's Legislative Briefing. So I share this to show how we elevate all women, but also as a personal invitation to Dr. Brene Brown, if you happen to be listening, you're always welcome to visit Montgomery County and the Commission for Women. Yeah, help me with that invitation. Before concluding, I want to also acknowledge that we are celebrating women of the past, but I also want to celebrate our emerging leaders. And in keeping with the theme of Women's History Month and Social Work Month, I really want to take a minute again to highlight our social work internship program that we have at the Montgomery County Commission for Women. And as a plug, I want to encourage students to apply because it's not just an experience, It's a pipeline for employment, and I would like to thank the county executive and county council for making that a paid internship now, especially for social work interns, and also acknowledge 3 wonderful women who have had the honor of working with, who were former interns with the Commission for Women, who are now employed with Montgomery County government. Jenny Escobar and Holly Mancuso, who both work, you go ahead, give them a little love, who work for Montgomery County Council members, and then Carmen Carrot, who, again, as I mentioned, is a former intern, is also the program manager for the Commission for Women. So thank you all to those, thank you to those wonderful emerging leaders. Thank you again for this incredible honor, and as Eleanor Roosevelt, one of my sheroes, once said, nothing has ever been achieved by the person who says it can't be done.